Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Not in My Lifetime, the channel. And today we are going to do just a discussion about one of the worst managers in international football. Honestly, I've had enough. I just cannot deal with watching this man anymore. Ruin this generation of players. Just take this team down this road again, constantly in tournaments where we think, oh, we're going to do it, and then we just do this again. How many times are we going to do this as a nation where we're going to back the loser just because I was a process and the players are behind it? It doesn't matter. We're winning nothing. I'm sorry if I sound entitled. I don't really care, mate. If it is entitlement, then good. Because honestly, I'd rather be that than be a loser. Gareth Southgate is not a winner. He's not. Fair play. In 2018, he got us to a semi-final with a team that no one but didn't get that far anyway. And a Euro final where we should have won, really, but it's in the final. But since then, failure after failure, going out to France in the quarters. I don't care. That France team was not as good people said it was, and we should have beaten them. But once again, we didn't. And now we're going to a tournament again in Germany next week, where we're playing shite with a team of players that are unbelievable talents, and we're losing to Iceland 1-0. Iceland. No respect to Iceland. Love Iceland as a country, and Scandinavia, love it. But as a team, we are better than them with better players when we're on it. And tonight, fair play to Iceland, they deserve to beat us. I'm not saying they didn't, but we could be. But what is this? Friendly or not, doesn't matter. You should be winning this game. Harry Kane, nothing. Palmer, nothing. Foden, nothing. The thing is, the players can be playing all you want, but at the end of the day, right, the manager has failed again. How many times are we going to keep doing this? When we constantly just keep just hoping he gets it right this time. It's just it's basically insanity. It's basically the concept of doing things over and over again, expecting a different result. When is it going to change? When is it going to end? When are we going to start accepting this as a failure and start getting a manager with a proper manager behind us who's going to get the best out of these players and push us towards a trophy? How many more years can we take? 58 years since the last tournament win. 58 years, almost 60 years of failure. I'm sorry, as a nation that prides ourselves on being British and proud to be here, right? Now, our mentality is bloody weak. It's absolutely weak, piss bloody poor. Honestly, how is a reflection of the Premier League really in a nutshell, apart from us. And people are going to say what you want about City or the Chargers and all that kind of stuff in the past week, but the mentality of the English national team and some of the fans is a disgrace. You should be expecting more of this team. Expect this team to be actually going to compete, to want to win trophies. This is the best team we've had, I think, ever. You can say what you want about the golden generation. It was no as good as this. This was probably one of the best squads I think I've seen in terms of actual quality. And yet, leaving out Jack Grealish, leaving out Jared Branthwaite, and I'll be saying, oh, but he hasn't played enough games. Yet, setting Adam Wharton and Kobe Mainoo who played less games than him this season. What? What are we doing here? Seriously, what is this? I'm baffled at what I'm hearing from this manager at times. And no, I'm not just using him as saying he has to go make it better. No, it's not just him. The players as well got to step up. Look, I'm sorry, right, but the tactics are awful. But come on, the players should be doing better than this, though. Seriously, you're all good enough. Most of you have won trophies. Like Cole Palmer's won a Champions League trophy. It doesn't matter how many games he played. He won a Champions League trophy. He won a treble the season before. Harry Kane doesn't want anything, but I'm sure he won something with Bayern. Saka hasn't won anything, well, FA Cup. Rice, a Conference League. Foden, the Champions League. Bellingham wasn't tonight, but he's won Champions League. You can't tell me that this team isn't good enough to win this Euros. And I know Gareth Fraud getting, he's a fraud. Plain and simple. He is the reason why this team will not win anything this tournament. If he does, I'm generally fair enough. If he wins the Euros after this loss to Iceland, fair play to him. Fair play. I will admit I got it wrong, and I'll probably accept the L. But let's be honest here, right? Will I be wrong? No. I hate being right here. I hate being right about this. I want to prove me wrong. I am desperate for England to win a trophy. Just one. The Euros, a World Cup. The women's team won it, and honestly, fair play. The women's team, Serena Vigby is a proper manager. She got this England team to a bloody European Championship at Wembley, something that the men couldn't do, by the way. I don't give a shit about star football compared to the differences. The women did it before the men did. And the women got to a World Cup final. I don't care again about the quality. It doesn't matter. The point still stands. The women have done better than the men have recently. We got to start calling this shit out. Finally, just finally realise that. And tonight, well, especially with the booze at the stadium, this manager isn't good enough. He must be sacked now. I don't care if we start Serbia next week. Surely these players can do it, but can do it without him. If we don't need Gareth Southgate to win stuff, then we have failed already. I'm sorry it's a negative video on a channel about City, right? But this channel is also about football, not just about City. And I'm an England fan. England, I really go back to England since about 2018 after the battle of the Euros that lost to Iceland, ironically, lost to Iceland in 2016. After that loss, I'd lost complete love for England. But I was putting for a long time anyway. I don't care if I'm from this country or not. It's simple as like this team didn't have any kind of personality or any kind of mentality. But under Gareth, when he first came in, it was a change. It wasn't a massive change, but it was a change of direction and back to where it was again. We felt proud to be from this country again, proud to support this team. But we're at the point now we're taking the team as far as we possibly can. And if we're not careful, it'll get even more toxic. The FA have got to decide right now, either you sack him now or you release a statement saying he is sat or he leaves his job at the end of the tournament. No matter how we win it or not. After this tournament, move on. We have to move on from him now because honestly, if we keep him in the job after this tournament, it'll only get worse and worse and worse. I've seen this before managers, before other clubs. The longer a manager stays in the job, for the longer they should do, it gets more and more toxic. Eventually, it leads to a really horrible sacking. And everything that Southgate has done beforehand would be lost to history. So you got to realise this now. The FA have to sack him right now, or you announce that at the end of the tournament he will leave for whoever wants to do next. Because that way we'll know. All right, fair enough. He'll leave at the end of this tournament. Let's get behind him. That's what I do right now. That's what I do. Because honestly, the way it's going with no actual announcement of him actually leaving or not, we're stuck here thinking, is he going to be here for long to the next World Cup as well? Another 2 years. This team will only get better. Jude Bellingham's 21, Phil Foden's 24. They're not even in their prime yet. They're prime peak of their career. And we're just allowing this to happen. Honestly, it's a joke. And look, sorry for the 7-minute just rant, but I've just had enough. I've had enough of watching generations of players that behind us, a team of good quality of players coming from under-21s who are doing really well. This team are doing really well. And we're going to waste them on a manager that's clearly run out of ideas. No Grealish, no Madison, no players of experience in that team. The players like, look, I love Eze. Eze's Wharton, brilliant, but experience was important in this tournament. For me, a trophy is more important than bringing young players through. And yes, you can say what you want about that. We haven't won a trophy in 58 years. If we won the last Euros, fine. But we haven't won a tournament in 58 years. When's it going to end? Because honestly, in 2026, it's 60 years. Do you want it to be 60 years? Or do you want to end it right now? Again, sorry for the long run about this, but I just need to get off my chest. It's been, as an England fan, I want this team to succeed. I want this country to be proud of a team. Like, look, the Olympics have been brilliant. We've seen great athletes and great teams, cricket and rugby and all that, to have so much success. But the football team has never done it, apart from the women's team, by the way. Women's team, fair play to them. The men's team, no. This is the one team left that we need to see win something. Because honestly, it's getting beyond, it's getting embarrassing. It's getting beyond a joke at this point. Well, it's beyond a joke anyway, but it's getting even more beyond a joke. So look, hopefully we can turn it around. I'll be honest, I'm not expecting it. I think we'll get out of the group. We should do. If we don't, then honestly, sack him immediately if we don't get out of the group. But seriously, this has got to change. After this tournament, we've got to see a different manager in a dugout in October. Because if we don't, then it's going to get even worse than here. It's going to get even more toxic. And trust me, that's the last thing that this team and this country needs right now in this sport. More toxicity and a manager getting fired in a really horrible way. But thank you very much for watching the video, everyone. Honestly, I know this is a common video that I do all the time, but I wanted to get something off my chest. We'll talk about it more obviously in the podcast on Tuesday. Announcement soon about our next guest. Trust me, you want to see who's next on the show. Big guest coming up. And to all the people who have subscribed to the channel, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate everyone's support on Mancunian Way, City TV. all the channels. Been brilliant and very, really lovely and really helpful in terms of us obviously growing, and not just us obviously, but them as well. And we really do appreciate all the support. I look forward to obviously Tuesday stream. I might do a recording before then, depends on what happens. I mean, I doubt I'll do anything now before the Euros anyway, so I imagine the next probably see us upload or record. It's probably on Tuesday in the podcast, but Alex is back. Big up Alex, big up Danny. I'll be there. Us three again, back on the show, discussing City and probably England as well. So I look forward to that. Make sure to like, subscribe to the channel as always. Really do appreciate all the support. It's been brilliant. Honestly, I'm loving doing this content. This channel and podcast has been brilliant. All the support on Twitter, X if you call it, and all social media platforms has been brilliant. I really appreciate all the support from everyone, one of you. Cheers for watching, everyone, and we'll see you Tuesday for the podcast.